Hey, Black Belt News Network, this is Todd. We're at Arsenal Place today with Miss Astrid Craig. She is director of a lot of the things going on around here, and that's what we're here to talk about. Thank you for joining me again.
Thank you for having us again.
Would you tell us now, I understand y'all got some new events and some new programs.
Yes.
And we want to learn about everything that's going on here at Arsenal Place.
Right. So we just recently, probably last year, we made the move to change the Family Resource Center to bring them in-house to the Dallas County System of Services. They have been working really hard to go through the certification process. So next week on the 24th, they will officially complete their membership into the ANFRAC, which is the Alabama State Network of Family Resource Centers.
Oh, wow.
Right. So they have did
big.
a lot of work, changed a lot of policies and procedures, so they will be recognized as a state family resource center in this area.
Well, what would that mean for folks in the area that need help, and how big is the area now?
So our area still maintains in Dallas County. We're always looking at steady growth, but right now we maintain in Dallas County. For us, it's business as usual. It's just going to be recognized on a state level. So they're still providing utility assistance for families that need it. They still have a job placement program called A Reset, that if somebody's in need of vocational training or if they want to pursue continue their education, they have resources and funding to pay for that as well. They also provide emergency utility assistance for senior citizens as well. And with that, Resource Center just tries to be a hub to connect people to resources that they may not know of. So sometimes if we can't do it in-house, we have staff that are available to connect them with resources that may be beyond our reach.
That's good, because a lot of times that's what's needed, that clearinghouse, kind of a centralized clearinghouse.
So they have a great staff that's been working really hard. So next week they kind of get to celebrate their accomplishments of changing some things, new policies and procedures to just be recognized at a state level.
Well, how does somebody get involved or get in touch if they need help or assistance?
We're located at 22 Church Street. We're just directly across from the county courthouse. Our hours are Monday through Thursday. We're here from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. And on Fridays, we're here from 9 to 12.
And that's for the Family Resource Center.
Right.
But what else do you have going on?
Oh, we have a lot. so
Y'all got some time.
Yes. So we have the Dallas County System of Services up under the umbrella services as well. So we provide educational programs, vocational programs for youth as well, and adults as well. So if anybody is from 16 all the way up, they have two different programs. We have a youth workforce program called WIOA. They provide vocational training, case management. Once those students come in, they develop a success plan and they can help them transition to their next step. So after their high school diploma, if they want to go into the military, if they want to go to college, if they want to go directly into the workforce, they have staff that kind of will help them step along that process along the way. And then they will also track them for up to a year after they graduate. So even after they complete the requirements of education requirements, they still have staff that will check in with them at least once a month to make sure they're still making progress towards their goal and make sure they're doing okay.
Wow, that's awesome. And how do people get involved, or are there requirements, or what do you need to do to?
It's a federally funded program. They have certain requirements, but they do have a recruiter on site and also intake staff. So if anybody's at least 16, you can be a self-referral. You don't have to be court ordered or anything of that nature. So you can just walk in. They have intake staff that are available to provide the outline and the guidelines for the program, and they can get them set up. Our goal is to be a wraparound community resource approach where we deal with everybody in the family that needs assistance. And on this side, we have our youth division side, where again, we have STEM programs on this side. We do after school programs. We do summer STEM programs. We have a juvenile diversion program on this side, which is really cool. Next month, the annual DYS is hosting, the Department of Youth Services is hosting their annual certification training for our new grant attendees. So, but this year they're hosting it at our location this year. So it'll be really cool.
Oh, wow.
So we'll have representatives from all over the state to kind of come and check out some things about our program. This year is also really special that they have a juvenile justice conference coming up in December. And Judge Armstrong, who's our executive director, was actually asked to speak at the conference as well.
Oh, cool.
So this is been a really cool process for us to kind of see. So we'll have visitors from all over the state coming to Selma, Dallas County to learn about the really cool resources that we have here available in the area. This is actually the first time they did a community on-site grant hosting. So they picked our agency as the first one. So we're really excited.
Oh, so this is their first here in Selma at Arsenal Place.
They have they are trying this new process this year where they want to bring the different representatives of DYS and the different people or grant holders actually to the community, and we were the first site that was selected. So the conflict diversion program was recognized for that. So we're excited about this.
I bet that is exciting. Yeah, that is exciting. That's cool. So what else you got going on? Is there other things that you wanted to get out and let everybody know about?
So Children's Trust Fund just renewed our funding for our Familyhood program, our gang diversion program, and also our whole family program as well. So we were awarded around $410,000 to continue these programs and services in this area. So that's exciting for us that we can continue this work that we're doing. So yes.
And what does that program do? How do you go about it?
So it's 3 different programs. Fatherhood, Familyhood program, if they're interested, if you're at least 24 years of age, you can come in at the same time. We're located at 22 Church Street. You come in, they will do an intake screening, the same similar process as our workforce program, and they will decide how they can help you as well.
Oh, wow.
Our gang diversion program starts working in the schools at 3rd grade. We have staff that works with peer pressure, conflict resolution, decision-making skills. We have great partners with law enforcement that actually will send some of their officers out to talk to the students about the consequences of getting involved in delinquent behavior.
Yes.
So we've had the federal prosecutor come out before, the district attorney has made appearance at different workshops and presentations at the school. So we're excited about that ability to bring law enforcement in so they can explain how big of a deal of hanging around with the wrong crowd can end up for you.
That's fantastic. And that's one of the things, getting them when they're young.
Yes.
Before they actually get into trouble.
Yes. So
that's so effective.
The gang diversion program works with school-based and community-based youth as well. So if you have a group of 5 to 6 students that need those workshops, we can schedule one on the calendar, and they can come out and they can bring those same resources that we do in the school system. We can also do it community-based resources as well.
Oh, wow. So like it doesn't have to be a school.
It does not have to be a school. If you just have a youth group or a group of students that you're working with collectively.
Maybe a church group or something like that.
Yes, absolutely. We can set up those meetings and we can come out and work with those students. And we do 6 sessions, and each session is geared towards different things. We bring in guest speakers that have had experiences with the prison system before, and they talk about their experience. We have staff that have background in therapy, so they talk about things that they can do to avoid peer pressure and how to resolve conflicts. Our goal is to do it the correct way so they do not avoid getting in trouble.
If somebody wants to be a part of that, how do they, if there's a church group or somebody wants to?
So again, I can give you our number. 334-505-2069.
334-505-2069.
Yes.
Okay. And I'm going to put it down here. I love how everybody points like this and there's nothing here until I put it on there. But right here is where that number will be.
Yes.
Good deal. And so a church or a school, or school can call you and set that up and have them come out. I think that's awesome.
Yeah. So we, students, we started at 3rd grade. We initially started at 6th grade, but we've moved down to 3rd grade over the years. But we have a different program catered to every audience. So yes, we can do younger students, middle, elementary, even high school students. A lot of things happening in this building. We do have the problematic sexual behaviors program. That is another partnership by DYS. Typically, when a student has displaying those behaviors, you would have to go through the court system. It would have to be a provider that's recognized by the state, and typically those providers are not in our area. We're kind of in a blackout zone in the state. So you would either travel to Montgomery, Birmingham, or some other area to get those services.
And let's go back and say which services.
The problematic sexual behavior services.
Okay.
So our therapist has recently created certification where she can work with school-aged children from 7 all the way up to 17. So we're able to provide early intervention services, so students may not have to go to a long-term court-operated residential facility. They're able to get treatment right here in their county.
Oh, that's fantastic. And they would, again, contact you or come here to initiate that process.
Yes, that's correct. And then like we mentioned, we also have the Green Street Community Center. This is a great partnership with Selma City Schools where we're able to provide STEM resources and vocational exploration services for middle school and high school students. So it's at the old Clark Elementary Pre-K building. So just right behind that in the afternoon time, we have a nurse that comes out and does like exploratory healthcare careers. We've also have a cosmetologist over there. So the goal is to start very early on to have those students start exploring what do those careers look like. We have somebody with a background in construction. So if students are interested in those fields but don't know exactly what they do, we can spend some time exploring hands-on activities. We also take them on college trips as well, just give them more in-depth knowledge of the different things that are available in those fields.
Yeah, that's good. Like, because, you know, a lot of those industries don't require a college degree. So some kids But then if you do want to go to college, you're showing them that as well, is what I'm understanding.
Yes, that's correct.
Oh,
as well.
cool, yeah.
And then we also, this summer, we were able to take a group of teachers from our STEM program on industry tours. That's one of the biggest things that we were explaining to these students about different jobs that can go into the job force, but we may not know what those jobs look like. So we took a group of teachers. We went out to the Hammer Mill Industrial International Paper.
Yeah.
So we got to see hands up all the different careers. There's so many careers out there.
Man, I'm going to tell you something. International paper is unbelievable. Isn't it?
Yes. So it was a very cool experience for us, but it also kind of gave us a hands-on so we can provide some of those resources back to the students. So we have a better working knowledge of the different type of careers that can go into, some of the training that they're looking for. One of the things that we kept discussing that there's a huge need in our area is development of soft skills, and because we're working with so many students during the school year through our STEM program, those are things that we can provide as well through those STEM programs. We also had a chance to go to Craig Airport and look at the different aviation careers as well, and the aviation mechanics.
That's another one that's wide open.
Yes, so we're excited about how to bring all these resources to students right here in their backyard, so we don't have to travel outside of the area to get exposure to great training, great paying jobs as well.
So do people from outlying counties, or is it mainly just Dallas County?
So our STEM program does serve Wilcox County as well. So we have 2 partner sites that we work down there as well. We typically serve about 1,200 students through K through 12 during the school year.
Oh man, that's fantastic. Which means you're doing it right now.
Yes,
In the middle of it.
yes. So we just restarted our program for the school year on September the 8th, and this program, the after school program, will continue until May.
Oh wow, cool. What else is going on? Is there anything else? Because that's an awful lot right there. But
It is.
what else do you have going on?
She's said a lot, and there is a lot going on here, but no, you don't need to put me on there.
Oh, come on,
Because she
Mike.
will elaborate with this. The STEM, when I've only been here since January, and the knowledge and the understanding of the STEM program I had came through probation. It was very limited. Like I said, Todd, when I initially came here, I really didn't have a grasp or good understanding of what STEM was, and I hadn't even, like I said, I was involved from the outside and through probation, and then I've heard of STEM, and I knew that was going, but I never got involved. I'm like, I got probation, I got I got a lot of fires over here I'm trying to put out, and so I just didn't really get too engaged with it, until I came here and I saw, and I didn't even know what it stood for. I'm like, what does STEM even stand for? What does that mean? And it was science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
Right.
And I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. And so here, the reason, saying how important it is, Todd, is that when I was going out doing those interviews, like I said, the gist or the most of the stuff that I was hearing was soft skills. So we can't get them to show up. They're not responsible. They're all these things. And like I said, I come back and I would relay that information to Miss Craig, and then she said, well, that's basically it's going to change. And we talked about the STEM, and then I went out and visited the sites, and I saw it for myself. Mm-hmm. And so, to me, that's one of the most important programs we got here, because you're developing a workforce. I went out to the airport authority and I was speaking to Mr. Corrigan and Dan Lane out there who run it, and they do a fantastic job out there.
Fantastic job.
Anyway, we were talking to some people out there, and I was talking about a company out of Mobile coming, and they came and did a marketing study. And they decided to say, we can't come here. And they was like, why can't you come here? And they got the runway, you got
everything,
land galore, you got buildings, you got everything. He says, the workforce. He said, we would have to bring half our workforce from Mobile to Selma, and we just can't do that. We're out. Mm-hmm. And that hit me hard. That hit like a sledgehammer. I was like, I grew up here. This is our community. This is our home, And one of the things they're trying to do is build that ready workforce here. That's big. That's why I say STEM is an integral part of what they do here at the Arsenal place, because we are creating. It's not about building programs. It's about building people.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It's about building people. And that's what I see going on in the STEM programs. And they're enthusiastic. They're excited, they want to be there, they want to learn, and there's some really gifted children in these programs. I mean, stuff they were doing with Legos and building stuff, and and the robotics, and I was like, I can't even do that stuff. I can barely operate my
Yeah.
phone. And so anyway, that's why I feel that this is going to play a big role, big part. It's not just in Selma and Dallas County. You know, STEM is
Right, it's nationwide.
It's nationwide. It's a huge deal.
Yeah.
But I'm just now learning about it, and in what I've learned so far, I'm really loving it. You know.
We need to get more parents to learn about it.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
that's what I
it's
want to
a-
do here.
Yeah, it needs to be, that information needs to flow, and people need to understand and if you can get the right people behind it,
Yeah.
the money and stuff, the support system behind it can grow. It can become even better. You
That's what
know,
we want to do.
you need to go like when we do this, we need to like ride down. Where is it? The
Bama kids and Wilcox
Bama
County.
kids is on.
Oh, okay.
Oh. And you know, they're not great, beautiful buildings, Todd. They're not. It's not about the buildings.
Right.
It's about the people that's behind it, the people that care about these kids, the teachers, the directors, the people that's the force that's behind it. And the more information we can get out there, the more support we can get, the better we can build these things. And then you're going to see a ready workforce come out of it.
That's beautiful. So once again, after that, and thanks again, Mike, for
You're welcome.
telling us about that, because I think STEM is something that many people are not aware of. I still am learning about it, although I did have the opportunity for my son, one of my sons, to go through a STEM program, and even though it was something totally out of his realm, he tried it and loved the experience. So as a parent, I would tell parents, if you have an opportunity to get your kids in any STEM program, it's going to be a positive experience.
Yeah, and Todd, I want to add something too that I forgot to add. What we got coming up in November the 6th.
Yes.
And then I'll let Miss Craig, maybe she can elaborate more. But it's the Career Quest. We're kind of diverting from the job fair mindset, and it's
Right.
more of a quest. It's more discovering your future.
That's cool. I like
and
that.
so, and then that goes back to STEM and all that
Right.
careers. So I'll let Miss Craig kind of elaborate a little bit about that.
So we're excited on November the 6th. We're partnering with Wallace Community College to provide a career fair for students where we'll have employers there, but they're not just coming to attend. They're actually, the goal is to do on-site interviews so our students will get better prep with how to actually do an interview, how to complete applications on site. We'll have workshops to talk about everything from college readiness, ACT prep, soft skills. They'll have a chance to attend a college resource fair as well. So if they have colleges or vocational schools they're interested in attending, all those services will be wrapped up into one fair for our juniors and our seniors in the area as well.
And again, just like with the parenting programs and all the educational programs and any other help programs, for the Career Quest, to get in touch with Arsenal Place or to get in touch with the Resource Center or the Family Services, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Family resource,
No, the
family hood.
what do you call the whole thing?
Dallas County System of Services.
Dallas County System of Service. Oh, God, a total 60-year-old blank for a second.
I'm
there.
glad you can add it.
Yeah, I can add it. So to get in touch with the family.
Dallas County.
Dallas County System
Yeah.
of Services.
So to get in touch with the Dallas County System of Services for STEM or any of the other services, what do they need to do?
Yeah, so again, we're located at 22 Church Street. My cell number is 505-2069, or they can call the office number at 526-4567.
Thank you again so much.
Thank
for spending
you.
some time with us. And Mike, I appreciate you letting
Yeah.
me know what's going on and inviting me over to talk.
That's my job. That's,
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something.
You
And my
know-
job is to come do this, and I love it.